Naseem. What are my thoughts? Naseem Wild Impulse. Yes, bro. When I first got my nose on Naseem fragrances, I think this is my debut on this channel, by the way, on Naseem fragrances. I was shocked. My girlfriend was there with me. I was on a video call with one of the people at Naseem. If you see the social media page, you see this guy? It's him. I spoke to him, bro. Speaking to him. Ali, man, what's good? You watching this, bro? Let me just show you the bottle in the sky, because that's how I feel about Naseem. Look at that. Just look at that. Wild Impulse. Let's talk about Wild Impulse. And while I talk about Wild Impulse, let me just give you a brief kind of like perspective on how I feel about Naseem, because I have so much to say about this brand. Naseem were the first ones to pioneer the water-based fragrance genre, which is interesting. The water-based fragrance genre has a lot of kind of like negative connotations attached to it. A lot of people think that water-based is fucking weak. It's piss weak. It's low quality, it's cheap. That couldn't be further from the truth. That's just because a lot of people, when they do water-based fragrances, they just don't do it right. And so it ends up smelling really one-dimensional, weak, bland. Naseem, on the other hand, I mean, bro, they started this shit. So it's like, these are like the kings of the water-based fragrance genre. And this is no joke. So this is an aqua parfum. It's a parfum. It's not an eau de parfum. It's not an eau de toilette. It's a parfum, but water-based. And it's interesting. The way water-based fragrances transform on your skin is strange. It's really different. It's like the top notes and the mid notes and the mid notes at the top. I don't know how to really describe it, but let's just talk about Wild Impulse. Wild Impulse to me is basically Naseem's take on the blue fragrance genre as a Middle Eastern fragrance. And as a Middle Eastern fragrance, I ain't talking about like Rasasi Hawas and like Middle Eastern clones. I'm talking about Middle Eastern style of fragrance, spices, Arabian kind of like ouds, woodsy, balsamic textures. And so this is kind of like similar to stuff like Dior Sauvage, stuff like Bleu de Chanel, but like I said, in a more Middle Eastern package. So how does it smell? When I first spray the shit on, it is gorgeous. It is just a beginning of... There's a crow. You want to say something? It's fresh citruses, right? It's a balsamic, sweet, fruity citrus. It's kind of like an orange bergamot thing. It's very rindy when you smell it. You can really smell like the peel of the citrus, but at the same time, there's just a lot of balsamic, cinnamon, vanilla, amber just covering it as well. And you just get the metallic ambroxan soapiness from Sauvage. But I can tell a lot of people watching this, they're going to be like, oh, so it's a Sauvage inspiration. Oh, it's inspired by Sauvage. You could say that, but I truly believe that if you were to just call this a Sauvage inspiration, that is such a disservice to what this actually is. Because yes, it has similarities. It's in the same family. It's not a Sauvage clone. Like, just from what I'm smelling, bro, Dior Sauvage is way more scratchy, way more blue than this. I have the note breakdown here, actually. By the way, they're freaking, dude, I love their branding. Like, I go to the website, you take a look at like all the notes and how it looks. It's just, bro, they go all out. If I look at the note breakdown, it says bergamot, pink pepper, mandarin, lavender. Okay, you see it on the screen there. You see it there. I would have to say that I don't really get most of these notes. Like I said, it smells really balsamic to me. There's a lot of spice in this. I see there's a lot of thyme, lavender, patchouli, moss, some aromatic notes. So I can kind of see that. But to me, it really is just all about the citruses, the decadent, sweet, juicy citruses, infused with the more balsamic, ambery spices. And in the background of that, metallic, ambroxan, peppery substances. And I love it. It's a very, very just impressive, high quality smelling fragrance. And for just a kind of like, I hate using the term niche, but it's kind of like a budget niche. It's only like $50 here in Australia. $50. Well, 49, so $1 more, like $1 less, sorry. Which is pretty impressive. You know, if you were selling these for $120 here in Australia, easy. It's an easy pickup. And for a long time, that's actually how much they used to be, because people couldn't get them into Australia and they were just flipping them on eBay or whatever. And so, yeah, Naseem Wild Impulse, man, I have the entire Emotion collection. This is part of the Emotion collection. I didn't mean to give you the finger there. Whoops. I will be talking about the entire Emotion collection soon. They are sending me the 2 new ones from the Emotion collection, which is African Sunset and Ocean Enigma. I will be checking those out. and we'll do a whole lineup video. It's gonna be crazy. In terms of like the performance, a lot of people want performance, but hey, these videos are personal to me. I'm not trying to recommend anyone anything. These are my thoughts on performance. On me, it's like, I would say on the beast mode, it's a very strong fragrance, really powerful, but it's not like super, super powerful. You know what I mean? It's one of those fragrances where, you know, it's just strong, right? It's just,
Rate it out of 10.
it's rated out of 10.
The performance.
The
It's
f-
easier. It's easier to understand that way.
Oh, okay. For me, the performance is about an 8. If it makes any sense. It's about an 8. It's an 8 out of 10. Or it's 81 out of 100. Naseem Al Impulse. Very impressive stuff. Love it. All right. Can you please zoom in on it? Hold on. We'll do it again. Naseem Wild Impulse. Very impressive stuff. Love it. Let's do it again.
Again.
Naseem Wild Impulse. Very impressive stuff. I love it so much. It is just nice. Hey, look at my dogs. All right. Naseem. It's great. This was Riveraedge. See you guys later. Peace out.